Hi, we're going to do another quick Wikipedia tutorial today. The topic of today's screencast is how do I know what to write about? One of the most common problems my students have when I ask them to write a Wikipedia article is finding out what hasn't already been written. And I'll commonly hear from students, well, everything's already been written about in Wikipedia. Well, obviously that's not the case. New articles are being posted every day. Thousands of articles are being posted every day. And so there's something out there for you to write about. Now, there's a bunch of ways that you can find articles to write about. If there's a topic you're interested in, you can start reading about that and seeing what areas need work. And one area to look for would be red links. So if, for example, my favorite band is Sister Hazel, so I'm going to look them up. And as I start looking through this Sister Hazel article, I'll see that they've got a lot of stuff. They spent a lot of time with this. Most of these areas have a lot of stuff, but here their philanthropy is not a big area, so that might be an area to explore. Their discography looks like it's pretty complete, although a lot of bands have their own discography page, so we could potentially create a page for that. And no red links, so that's good. That means that people have been on top of this topic and they're doing a good job with that. If I wanted to talk about the philanthropy, I'd have to do some research and find out what they do with the Sarah Jones Scholarship Fund and find other things and see if that's actually notable. And you can watch the other screencast to see whether or not something is notable. If I want to click on some of the areas within this and just start exploring, so the lead singers Ken Block, and you'll see that as you look through here, there are some projects that he's been involved with. Well, this is an album, Live Live, so there's the potential to write that article for that album, although it might just be that there's a bad link there. Or Lyrics for Life, which, let's see, it's a charity foundation. So again, on the philanthropy side thing here, we could look at Lyrics for Life. Now, I want to make sure that this doesn't actually exist in Wikipedia before I go after it, so I'm going to just search Lyrics for Life and see what pops up. And it doesn't look like there's anything there, so I know now if I click on this link, I can go ahead and write this article, Lyrics for Life. And so that's one way to do it. Now, if you're totally at a loss, if you're searching through and you can't find anything, you can take other people's suggestions. And I don't know where this is in Wikipedia, so I'm just going to do a Google search, which is the best way to get answers to technology problems. So what articles can I write about in Wikipedia? And it will talk about your first article. This is probably the one I want to go to, requested articles. So people have found things that are notable that haven't been written about, and we can go through here. So if, let's stay in that same music area. If I want to find another band to write about, I can type on music and go to bands and performers. And then there's just going to be a huge list of different bands that have met the notability standards that don't have articles yet. So I'm going to spend some time reading through some of these, find a band that I like. And the cool thing about having these lists is there's already a lot of information to get started on. So you can just copy and paste that right into your sandbox and start working on an article based on what you have here. If I don't want to do a band, there are tons of different topics. So I could, just in music, we could look at albums, chamber ensembles, genres, instruments of music, and the categories go on and on and on. So there are thousands and thousands of articles that are waiting to be written. And again, if you can't find this, you just Google it. It's called requested articles, and this is going to give you some ideas. So hopefully that's helpful. Good luck in picking a topic. This is often the hardest part of writing for Wikipedia, is simply coming up with something that you're interested in. But you might find, like I have, that once you start writing some Wikipedia articles, that you find kind of a niche where there's a particular kind of article that you like to write about. I've written several in different categories and found that I have a niche now for educational documentaries and things like that. And so you might find a similar niche for yourself. All right, hope that's helpful. Thanks.